Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Realistic Visionary, a Portrait of George Washington, by Peter R. Henriques, narrated by George Wilson, and directed by T.G. Reynolds. This book is copyrighted 2006 by the Rector and Visitors of the University of Virginia. This recording is copyrighted 2006 by Recorded Books. George Washington made mistakes. He was sensitive to criticism and was slow to accept blame. But he was also the greatest man of his age, a relentless pragmatist who could nonetheless envision what a free and united America could be for millions unborn. Here, renowned scholar Peter R. Henriques seeks to humanize the first president without diminishing his greatness, addressing the vital themes and events through which George Washington the man is revealed. And now, Realistic Visionary.
Preface. The following quote is by George Washington. I fancy the skill of this gentleman's pencil will be put to it in describing to the world what manner of man I am. Objective evidence for asserting that George Washington deserves the premier position among all American statesmen is overwhelming. Americans in the 18th century were a divided and fractious people, but somehow George Washington, and he alone, was the one man who united all hearts. His popularity among his contemporaries and his record of accomplishment remain unchallenged. He was unanimously elected Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, unanimously elected President of the Constitutional Convention, unanimously elected the first President of the United States, and unanimously re-elected President of the United States. George Washington was truly America's indispensable man, the essential man not only in winning our independence from Great Britain, but also the essential man in the successful effort to write and ratify our Constitution, and the essential man in successfully keeping the country united and at peace during its early vulnerable years, as he guided a disparate group of states toward genuine nationhood. People today forget how close the American experiment came to irrevocable failure and extinction. George Washington was critical in preventing the collapse of the whole endeavor. Without his great skill as a unifier and without his charisma and national vision, the United States of America would not exist.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?